Guess what, play cousin? Joy is resistance too. Joy is resistance too. None of this that's going on is surprising to me because I drove around this country while the election season was happening. I'll show you, so stick around for that. Joy is resistance too. If you, like me, don't have the bandwidth or the nervous system regulation that has the capacity to be ranting on social media and trying to gather the troops, you can lean into that joy is resistance too. I'm going to show you on this ride from Florida up to New York, back down to Atlanta, that I had plenty of opportunities to practice leaning into joy despite. And I encourage you to do the same. I am Essence Revealed, taking this journey into trucking for financial independence. And I want to take as many ladies with me as possible. So check the description for that. Let's ride. Play cousin, I was given the incorrect address, and so I am now in the middle of nowhere, and I have to back across a four-way. See, there's a Dollar General over there. I gotta back into four-way traffic, a four-way road, so that I can actually go to where I'm going, which is across the street from that Dollar General. So I went into the Dollar General and asked if anyone could help spot me. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get closer to the corner. Okay, play cousin. This the refrigerated unit on my attached that I had to switch out with someone with last night is not starting, and it would take them 6 to 8 hours to send someone to me. So I have to drive an hour away to get to a mechanic, and they said they could see me today. I don't know what today means. I don't know how many hours that means, but we're about to drive an hour away from the pickup that I was supposed to be on my way with. Yeah, equipment with the trucking company. My tractor is in great shape. My company keeps their equipment in great shape. The trailers that we pull, however, they might as well just hire me to take them to the mechanic. Yeah, when you're in a small town with a whole bunch of cotton fields and nothing but Trump Vance signs everywhere, I locked myself in this truck and did not come out. There's a Waffle House up there.
In 2.25 miles,
on the
take
right.
exit 385 on the right to I-75
you can
north.
see the Waffle House from the highway. There's usually enough room for trucks to park. You can see the Waffle House from the highway. I gotta tell y'all a Waffle House story when I'm not driving. So, I just remembered it. Play cousins. So, the last 2 days was hellish. It was like a comedy of errors. Everything that could go wrong did. And today was not one of those days. Today actually went smoothly. I had 21 minutes left on my 11-hour clock when I parked, and I was able to just pull in and park. So that was great. About to go run in and get a shower. And I'm gonna go inside. I gotta tell y'all a story, but I had to hurry up because your code for the showers time out after 10 minutes. And it came up on me fast. I was like, oh, 4 people and wait, I got time. And then it was like, oh, it's my turn. Anyway, so Waffle House. One of the biggest leaks in my budget is that is eating out at truck stops. Because if I actually land someplace where there's a real restaurant, I'm probably going to go get a meal instead of cooking. But every month I do my numbers and I see what I spend in each category, and eating out is always an overspent category, right? So I parked the other day, crazy bad day, and there's a Waffle House like 100 paces away. And I'm like, we just had best friend chef play cousin vacuum seal all that food so that I would have food for this whole time that I'm out, and I fix the leak in my budget. But there's a Waffle House and I've had a crazy day, and who doesn't like syrup on a bad day, right? So I have this little talk with myself and I'm like, well, how about if once a week we allow ourselves to eat out, right? Okay. So I walk over to the Waffle House, made peace with myself. I'm going to get some waffles, right? And I walk over there and I look inside, and it's being rebuilt or reconstructed or something. There's no Waffle House in the Waffle House. And I was like, see, won't he do it? Won't God protect you from yourself and help your pockets? Because you only out here for the financial freedom journey, right? So then I went back to my truck and I had some smoked chicken and some broccoli with good seasonings and some rice. The end. Let me go take a shower. See you later, Play Cousin. Play Cousin, I woke up with a migraine. I was planning on leaving. Dropped my water bottle. I was planning on leaving about half an hour ago, but my head had other plans. But that's okay because I only have about 8 hours to drive today, so I can pretty much do that in one go without even taking a break. But I may take a break. I'm gonna go inside, get coffee, do all the bathroom things. Then we're gonna head on up to Rochester. Why is it winter? Caribbean girl not happy. Talk to you later, Play Cousin. Play Cousin, one of my best friends always says that America is not New York. And let me tell you, driving all over this country, it's true. America is not New York. There is not the same willingness to have people of all different shapes, sizes, colors, nationalities walking around freely. It's not a thing. Not a thing. It's Tuesday, November 5th. How am I going to spend the day? I am listening to some motivational spiritual stuff this morning, and then I'm going to switch to Glorilla. I believe that's the mode for today. I'm going to drive. That's how I'm going to spend today for hours and hours and hours and hours. And then I am going to park. I'm going to pull my curtains because I have everything that I need in here. I will make myself some dinner. I will relax, meditate, and go to sleep. How are you going to spend today, Tuesday, November 5th? Play Cousin, I am about to go into the truck stop to get breakfast, and I can't say that I'm not nervous because the vibes out here the last week have been pretty funky. So I'm about to go in and have breakfast, do all the bathroom things, and then heading to Atlanta. Thankfully, Atlanta is my least favorite city to drive in America, but I am glad that I'm delivering in Atlanta today, Wednesday, November 6th. Hey, Play Cousin. I am getting Harriet Tubman III a bath because she's a dusty girl. She's a dusty girl. Blue Beacon is the truck wash that most truckers go to. And luckily, my company pays for it, so I got a code from my dispatcher, so I don't have to pay to have the truck washed. I just have to pay in time because there's always a line at the Blue Beacon. So, waiting in line for Harriet's turn. It's almost our turn. Look at those men work. She's getting a bath. I just recorded this whole video with no microphone and facing the other way. All right, a lot has happened, and seeing the reactions of people online have been more surprising to me than anything else, because America's on America. I don't know why it was so surprising. I want to read something that I wrote on my social media. I learned that no one is coming to save me. I'll continue to work on my emancipation from this plantation plan. I'm watching all the very justified rage, sadness, and shock, and still all I can think is no one's coming to save me. Ultimately, the only person I have control over is myself. I was down worse than I'd ever been down in 2021 to 2023. I was broke. I fell 9 months behind in rent. I was depressed. I didn't want to exist. I left social media. About 4 people showed up for me out of all of the humans I've known, supported, helped in my life. Even people I told blatantly that I was struggling shrugged it off like, oh, you'll be fine. It taught me not to expect anything from anyone or any government. I called representatives that I'd voted for decades, and they did nothing for me. I started to learn about the stock market and how bought and sold all of our politicians are, and I've expected nothing from government ever since. I decided then I would figure out how much I would have invested in order to not ever have to work for anyone ever again. I decided I wanted to get out of America. I learned about so many Black women doing just that and sharing how they did it. No place is perfect, but this place, America, is not the place I can exist with the most ease and the most human dignity at all. I have no allegiance to this place. My ancestors did not want to be here, and this is not mine. We would not build a structure and a system like this one. I feel no need to fight for something that will not change. It's futile. It's insanity. I studied how to make money in the stock market with zero income. I learned how to invest, how to trade, and how to drive a truck with zero income. I've been working since I was 14 years old, and I had to get food stamps for the first time in my life. I changed fields. I've been a professional performer since the age of 15. I'm in all the unions. Never wanted to do anything else. Never thought about retiring, but something changed in me when I experienced that this government could decide that I couldn't work if I didn't do as I was told. Never been good at doing what I was told. Ask my parents. I decided to figure out how to be free from forced work. I did research. I came up with a plan. I determined a number and I worked my way backwards. I was earning nothing when I crafted this plan. Not even unemployment, because that was over. I don't know how I survived in expensive New York besides God, air, angels, and Jesus. A plan can be made out of nothing. A way can be made out of no way. It may involve doing things totally different than you ever imagined you would or ever wanted to. Am I privileged? Does that make me privileged? I don't know. What I do know is that I know how to read, do research, think critically, and figure out a way out of no way. I know this because I have had to do it since I left my parents' house. I know I have a strong work ethic. I know how to be disciplined and follow through on plans through to completion. I know I can count on myself. I know no one is coming to save me, especially not a government, and especially not any politician on any side of the aisle. So please figure out what you want to have, figure out what you want to do, sit down and come up with a plan. It may not be something that you want to do, but you will not have to do it forever if you plan an amazing plan to have an amazing life.
Osho said the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you're unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Sheep have no freedom. The sheep live with fear and uncertainty every day. A sheep never leads, a lion never follows.